näkyy. No.
Hello and welcome to the last heat corner of the tournament. So I'm of course Mayhem. Right by me is Captain.
Yes, Captain SpicyTime for now.
And
I'm Exile.
yeah. So this time the theme for this last heat corner is going to be Smash Finland and the history behind our scene. So Exile might not know about our
I don't know what I'm doing here.
yeah, but your role is going to be more of maybe ask questions if something comes to mind or anything. But yeah, I think we can immediately just kick off with the slides if we get one. So this is what we've been showing you all the time throughout the weekend already. So Smash Finland is an association in Finland that tries to improve the status of Smash as an esports in Finland, and we organize lots of tournaments here. And our Discord server has, I think, is it 800?
Something like 800 people there.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice size when you compare it to like how known we are or how active we are perceived as.
Yeah. And also the website smashfinland.
.fi.
Yeah, .fi. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we actually have quite good information there. We have most of our power rankings and our board members and stuff like that there. And
Forums, how to get in touch.
Yeah.
Like if there's anything you want to know about Smash Finland.
Yeah, but of course our website is for the Finnish people mostly, so the text are in Finnish. So unless you're looking for the power rankings, those you can.
How convenient.
Yeah, the power rankings are pretty straightforward, even if you don't speak Finnish. But
yeah.
yeah. But okay, I think we can go to the our other slide that we have prepared, which has the timeline of the history of Finnish Smash.
Yeah. Do you want to start by telling me a little bit who the very first players in Finland were and what the first events were?
Yeah. Well, the one person that I got most of the information from was WMK.
Yeah.
Which is a really old school player from Finland, and I think that most really old school players that know him very well that have been around back in the days in 2004 and 5, those years, because they were the first players to travel to other countries from Finland as well.
Yeah, in Scotland, the really old school players there, the first thing they asked was, do I know WMK?
Yeah.
Like that's what they asked.
Yeah. So he is the guy that we got the information from the past. As I'm the new school player also, so I don't have the information from 2002. So we had to ask from him.
So now we can probably go into the timeline.
Yeah.
Of this.
Yeah. You need to scoot a bit.
I'll scoot.
Yep. So. No, do that way.
This way. This is Speedman.
Yeah.
Just get out of the screen. It's fine.
Yeah, Captain, get out of here. Yeah. So our history actually in the Smash Finland starts even back in 2002. In 2002 there was a tournament called Game World, and as we have been saying that the Bobon Battlefield that is marked right here, 2019, we have been saying that it's the largest Smash event that has been in Finland ever, but that is actually not true.
Yeah.
Because we got insight that in 2002, Nintendo has hosted a tournament in Finland that has had over 230 entrants. So
good old times where Nintendo actually cared about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty wild because after that one tournament in 2002 until I would say maybe 2013 or so, we never broke 100 entrants anywhere. I think even later. I think 2015 was the second time we broke 100 entrants at any tournament.
Yeah.
So, and they had in 2002 they had their
230.
they had 230 entrants. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And
the
I-
early times.
and I actually have more information about the tournament here. I needed to write it down to my phone as I didn't remember all of this because it's this is pretty wild tournament. They had at first they had 4-player 2-minute free-for-all matches with items on and random stages, which the winner of that round went forward, and in the round 2 they played coin matches and they gathered the number with the amount coins everyone grabbed in their match, and the players who grabbed most coins, they like it didn't matter in the one specific match didn't matter. There could be all 4 could go forward if they grabbed enough, but the players who grabbed most coins, 8 of those went to the final bracket.
All right.
At the final bracket was 2 4-player free-for-alls, of course,
Yeah.
which were played only Game & Watch on flat zone.
All right. I mean, that is
Yeah.
a tournament of culture.
Yeah. We were
To
actually...
be honest, I would watch a tournament like this
Yeah,
in
we
2021.
we were actually thinking about like hosting a side event with this rule set, but we decided not to, as it might be a bit much. But yeah,
That's unfortunate. We would have loved that.
yeah, and Slippy actually doesn't let us do this. I think it doesn't let us do coin matches and stuff. So
Tempt you without faster melee.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay, and the finals, from the 2 free-for-alls, they went to finals, and it was 1 versus 1, a normal stock match.
Okay.
So, and the winner of the tournament was RZA, and WMK said to me that the guy came back 3.5 years later and got totally wrecked. He didn't beat anyone after when he came back.
Salevits is in chat and says that you might have skipped one very important detail,
Okay.
which is that there was one setup.
Oh, I didn't have that information, or at
So he
least I
says
did.
there was one
Yeah.
setup for 230 players.
Yeah, actually,
Perfect.
yeah, it's actually true because they had like qualification matches on a separate weekend, and then they played the finals the next weekend.
Yeah.
So how many people made the finals?
8. It was only 8 people who made it to the final bracket, which was only 2 free-for-all
So
sets.
basically a US major in terms of setup. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Of
Basically,
course, in Europe we
basically,
wouldn't
yeah.
relate, but
Yeah, and after that there was like bit of a quiet times in Finland for Smash, but in 2004, Rautanyrkki was the first tournament that was actual like with the real rule sets and
Okay.
stuff. It was the first tournament that we had, but it wasn't hosted by the Smash community back then. So it was like the fighting game community hosted a tournament, and they just said that you can play Smash here also if you want. But no night tournament, which was held in Kajaani, which is quite small, distant city in
Yeah.
Finland. It's nowhere near anything big. They had a tournament there which had like I think 20 to 30 entrants.
Okay.
And it was the first tournament that was actually hosted by the community and by Master TK, who is also a really old school player from
Yeah.
Finland, and I think many old school players know him as well. And in 2006, there was also our first PR, which we will go through the like ranked player stuff later. But I think Iuka was the first one that was actually no. I'm messing up. Vilnes was the first player that was number one ranked in Finland back then. I'm going to let you talk a bit more about stuff later, but I don't think that you know
I don't know
about this stuff, so I'm just rambling on now.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering, is there anywhere where we have information that is written or a video or anything that we can refer to later? Or is this the first time that you do a history?
This is pretty much the first time that we do a history kind of thing, but we have, I think there should be a video about the No Night tournament. I couldn't find it. I know that there is montage about the tournament, but I couldn't find it now. I was just looking for it, but unfortunately couldn't find it. But I will post it somewhere when I find it.
Please, and we will have to write something.
Yeah.
So that people have a history of Finnish melee at some point. Sorry, nerd me getting excited here.
Yeah, for sure. And in 2008, there was Karhu-turnaus, which was hosted by Levingi and Vilnes, I think.
Okay. Did you attend this?
Yeah, this was my first tournament actually.
All right.
And why it's added there as like a special tournament is because I think that it started another rise in Finland. A lot of players, new players, started from there, and it started the tournament series Kellari Smash, which like a lot of ranked players started from. I know Paju went to one of those Kellari tournaments that in the series, and which was his first tournament, and Jekku was
of course
one of her first tournament as well, and I think Salevits also, Nami, many people from back in the day. So those,
I love when that happens, like names that we still know today, but that we saw like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Also, my sound should be better. Thank you for the person in chat who told me that I had the wrong mic on. Yeah, it's so nice to see people who are still playing today or who are still known today and who were already in the community like 10 years ago or more.
Yeah.
Or Salevits, who started in 2004.
Yeah, but I think Salevits started actually like playing, I think, earlier than me in somewhat, but I don't think that he went to a like real tournament before like 2009, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but Salevits can correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, he's in chats.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, next we have PK-seudun Triweeklit, which were a tri-weekly series hosted by Jekku in 2011, and why it's really important is that I think that in those days it was starting to like slowly going down a bit, and there were not many tournaments, and I think many players would have stopped competing if it weren't for the tri-weeklies to attend. Those were hosted in Järvenpää, which is also quite small. But it was relatively good place to hold tournaments, as it's close to Helsinki, of course, but it's not so far from Tampere. So a lot of players drive there like 150 kilometers to play for the weekend.
Well, that's what we do. We're melee players. If we have to drive for hours, we will.
Yeah.
It's our game.
Yeah, and those were hosted at Jekku's home, so there it was quite small. So the venue. So we had like, I think the biggest one had like somewhere around 20, maybe a bit less. I don't know. Somewhere around that, but they were quite small, but they were really important to keep the competition alive. And then we had like a bit separation between the southern parts of Finland and northern parts, and we never competed against each other pretty much for like a whole year then. But we kept improving in southern parts of Finland because of tri-weeklies.
Nice.
Yeah.
So still being able to count on super regular tournaments in all the history.
Yeah.
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 Okay, but then 2011 also had one bit unfortunate event, Case Forum, which is pretty much it separated our scene for a bit, and we had a bit of heated discussions, and in one forum like thread, where it all pretty much exploded, and we were torn apart for some years, but now everything is fine again,
Yeah.
and we are all one big happy community
Yeah.
with no like we have buried the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's part of our history, so that's why
It
it's
is
there.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not always good times either.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
and yeah, but it's better to learn from the history than to like try to keep it down and bury the bad stuff. You can always learn from stuff. And in 2014, that's when we I think hit the next like level. It started to really heat things up. 2014 had the comeback tournament, and then we also had like players like Armada and Leffen joining our tournaments. Then they had also been here before in Tampere, in Tampora was the tournament name.
Oh yeah.
But the comeback was the biggest one, and I think it started like the rise of the tournaments. It had like 80 entrants, and after that they were slowly but surely getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, oh, do you have something to ask?
No, I was
Okay.
gonna say that does mark a new era
Yeah.
in Finnish Melee, where you go from those dark times to living again and making a new mark on Europe.
Yeah, yeah. Then we before like 2014, most of the tournaments were hosted at someone's home or like that. But then we started to have bigger venues and like
More professional.
Yeah, more professional for sure. Yeah. And in 2016, we registered an association, Smash Finland. We had used the name long time before that already. Shout outs to Novi for that. I think he was the one to like use the Smash Finland name everywhere, and like he had the YouTube channel already for years, and he was generous enough to give the association access to the YouTube channel and gave the rights to us for those. So that was really helpful, as the channel already had like lots of subscribers and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's pretty much when I like joined the Finnish scene. It's like that's when I joined. It's been quite amazing to see how the structure like has grown. That how people work together, and we've been able to create bigger and like better events and just make everything a lot nicer for everybody.
Yeah.
Participating in things here.
Yeah, for sure. And for the 2016 and through the 2019, I haven't marked anything. There has been lots of stuff that we have been doing, but I couldn't. I tried to think to pinpoint something that would like stand out from there, but I just couldn't find any. Like what would be the one thing that to pinpoint?
Loads of tournaments.
Yeah, since 2016,
basically a fast rhythm of lots of tournaments and lots of things happening. No big major that makes history, but every weekend something to do.
Yeah, exactly. We had like every month we had the union, which had like pretty much stable 100 entrants. We had like Melee and Smash Ultimate or Smash 4 back then, and Oulunkylän Offstage was another tournament series that had like stable, I think, 60 entrants, and those went hand in hand, like different weekends through the month. So we had like pretty much at least 3 weeks per month you could find some Smash content to some tournament to attend if you want.
Good times.
Yeah.
Very good times.
Yeah, and a lot of saunas.
Yeah, a lot of saunas for sure. As we talked, like lots of those tournaments, Unions and Olympian off stages, both of those have a sauna in the venue. So that tells a lot.
So that's where you got the trailer from.
No, that was a different tournament, but
there was another tournament where everyone was just wearing towels. Okay.
Yeah, it was a poravaunu.
Yeah, that was Poravaunu, but it's we had like before the actual tournament, we had like
a get together.
Yeah, get together before the tournament, and it was at a sauna. So
yeah,
of course, why would we get together to just play Smash? Of course, we want to go to sauna as well.
Also get in your underwear and get into a sauna. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. But yeah, then in 2019 we had the Bobon Battlefield, which was like it marked the next step maybe in the production value and like more professional stuff even than what we've had before.
Yeah.
Like lots of sponsors and partners that helped us to do the tournament and we had like since 2000 there was almost 20 years that we hit almost the mark that was there at the game world, but not enough yet. Maybe next year.
Last year was an unlucky case, but I hear that there's some new stuff coming in the future.
Yeah, you might get something before the top 8. But yeah, I think the next commentators have something to say about that. But at this point, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. The next and last part of this history thing, we have the change from PAL to NTSC, which was in May 2020, and Finland was the last country in the world to switch the version. Sadly, we switched.
We're stubborn, but it is for the best.
Yeah, and we actually have quite strict bureaucracy even in the Smash Finland. We went for months to like settle on the way that we will vote about.
Oh, yeah, that took ages.
Yeah, we had months to settle on just to settle on the way that we will vote.
Yeah,
about this.
I remember that, and then you did your trial period, which was so long because every other country was voting, and you were always like, "No, we're doing our trial. We can't vote. We can't tell you."
Yeah, exactly.
It came so late.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and now 2021 we have the Smash Sauna, of course, but that pretty much sums up our like history part. But I also have one more slide to show. As I talked about the ranked player stuff, we will show you.
Yeah, you just want to talk about yourself.
No. I wanna. These are all the players that have been ranked number 1 in Finland. And as I said, there's Vilnes who still plays.
Yeah,
but he mostly nowadays plays Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Vilnes, a fun fact is he was developing the yo-yo glitch.
Yeah, that's true.
In the day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we actually have someone with Ness in their tag who actually plays Ness.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's the first time I
and he was number 1 ranked in Finland while playing Ness. He played Ness then, but later on he has switched to Luigi. So he's playing Luigi now.
Okay.
And then we have also Iuka, who is a Fox player, and he actually attended some tournaments like 1 or 2, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Some tournaments, but he's quite inactive. But I think he actually lives in Tampere now, but I have not seen the guy for years. Maybe someday.
Hopefully.
And then there's also Pekki. He was number 1 ranked for a few years, and he was almost he had like in 2015 here somewhere 2015 he almost made it to number 1, but barely didn't. I managed to.
Of course.
Yeah. We also have Levinji, which I think everyone knows now. He has climbed the ranks in EU now later years, but he was number 1 ranked here in Finland for 2010 and 11. And
and it's funny that these days he's getting suddenly we're all talking about him, and he was actually already first in the country 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And now we're like, oh, Levinji is so good. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it's fun that he hosted the first tournament that I attended. So
wow, really old school.
Yeah, exactly. And then we also have Paju, which I think that is also a pretty known name than me and Solo Battle.
Yeah.
So I think
I think we
first
can give
few
you
names.
A special shout out for being first in 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I feel like you did not spend enough time on yourself right now.
Well, I think self. How do you say that? I feel self-bragging feels a bit awkward here, maybe. But I can do it on Twitter later.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's all meet on Twitter after this Heat Corner and just say nice things about Mayhem.
Yeah. But I think that sums up the history part, and we also. I think we have donations. One thing.
One
donation. Yeah. All right. GF has donated 50 euros. Great event, great cause. Thank you so much. He's a Finnish ultimate player and has been doing stuff for Smash Finland also. He's a great guy as well, and thank you so much. 50 euros is a hefty donation. We really appreciate that, and it goes to a great cause, of course.
Yeah, it makes a real difference. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and
don't forget to donate. Save State has posted the link. Well, the bot comments, so that the bot has posted the link in chat. So feel free to go there, donate any amount you want. You know, it's for a good cause. It's important. Do it.
Yeah. So I'll just want to go run down what we have. Do we have the information who got through from the Mahi Mint set? I don't know. I've been here talking, rambling about Finnish
Maya beat Mint, I believe.
All right. Ooh. So I'll just run through the sets real quick that we have for the top 8. We have Frenzy versus Pipsqueak, Kinso versus Professor Pro. Those are in winners. And then in losers, we have Ice versus Mahi and Max versus Nikki.
Ooh, sounds like
that's
pretty high level.
Exciting.
That's going to be exciting for sure. Any thoughts from the captain that who's going to win?
Honestly, I think pretty much anybody could go all the way. I'm actually quite happy to see Max do really well because he's been on the rise. He's been doing extremely well, though I think my heart tells me Professor Pro.
Yeah. Exile, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm gonna say that Prof Pro is the safe choice, but then again, you know, my heart is very invested in many players. I'm so impressed with Max's performance today. I'm obviously all with Maya because France, Puanel Software, let's go Nikki, let's go Ice. You know, there's just so many people that I'm rooting for today. It doesn't make sense for me to hope for anyone right now.
Yeah, but you need to predict, of course.
Okay, I'm going to predict. Listen, I want to be bold today, and I don't want to say Prof Pro, so I'm going to say Nikki.
Okay. So your prediction is Nikki.
Just for the sake of it.
But I'm going to stand by my seeding. So I'm going to say Frenzy is going to win this tournament, and is going to be our next Sauna Majuri.
All right.
But we're going to see that soon.
Very bold. I like it.
Did we have anything else planned, or was this it? Okay, we have few more donations. We're gonna
That's lovely.
Lancelot,
Champ.
€9. PogChamp.
Big shout out to Lancelot.
Yeah.
Our Finnish ultimate slash melee player.
Yeah. I think he's like 12 or what?
13 now.
No, he's actually not so that young. We also we like to a bit tease him about his.
But we love Lancelot.
Yeah, we love
Thank
him.
you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
And we have one more donation. Survivor of the Flames, €30. When I was a kid, I fell off the sauna stove and burned myself. Shout outs to the hospitals for fixing me up.
Paying it back, I see.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Survivor of the Flames.
So here you see that this goes for a great cause. So thanks for the donations. But yeah. Okay, we have one more. These keep on coming.
People are too generous. We're never going to end the segment.
Yeah. We have to soon, as we're going to, in 8 minutes, we're going to have the top 8.
Yep.
Okay, Anonymous has sent us to the donation drive, €10. Getting steamy in here. I agree.
Yeah, definitely getting quite steamy.
Yeah. Okay. I think that wraps our Heat Corner up. We're going to come back after the top 8. We're going to come back here at the Suolijärvi for one last time. But now we're going to head to a quick break. And then the casters are going to have something to show you guys.
Ooh.
But for now, that's enough for us. Thank you so much for following us through the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry you're going to have to watch some high-quality Melee again instead of having us, which honestly, I would rather watch us. But, you know, got to do what we got to do. So enjoy top 8.
Yeah,
enjoy the break.
Yeah, thank you, Exile.
Thank you very much, Exile.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
Okay, but yeah.
Have a nice evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.